Hey everybody, this is Lori Grenier with another edition of BeautyMuse. Today we are on the set of Blood Rose Rising, and I told you we were going to meet someone very special, and she just happens to be right here. This is Nora Evitt. She's the director of the film, and what I'd like you to do today is to just kind of tell us a little bit about Blood Rose Rising.
Well, Blood Rose Rising is actually based on a theater production that my uncle did,
And his name is?
Ben Evitt.
Okay, let's give Ben a shout out.
Yep. And he, he has, he came up with this amazing story that's kind of an original twist on supernatural ghost stories. What really drew me to the project, I think, was how the sort of ties to historical background and
Here in Boston?
that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Or Massachusetts. We're not actually in Boston, but close enough.
But yeah, I don't know. It's a really interesting story about a guy who falls in love with a ghost instead of a ghost being like attacking someone or someone
Creeping them out.
Yeah, exactly.
So wait a minute, so are we going to see love scenes between ghosts and humans in this?
That is a definite possibility.
Oh my gosh, this sounds really exciting. So what is your background? How did you scoop up your uncle's work, other than,
well,
he's your uncle?
Yeah, I mean, I've been doing film for a few years now, and
Are you an Emerson girl?
No, I am not. I actually haven't gone to any film school. I mean, I've done courses, but
yeah. You're naturally
no degree
gifted.
Or anything.
Naturally gifted.
Naturally industrious.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I was looking for a project, and I thought it was a really cool show and had a lot of potential still, and the project was dying down as a theater production, so I wanted to scoop it up and keep it alive.
That's awesome. Well, what else can you tell us about your life, or just about the work that you're doing that you'd like to share with everybody on the Industry Insiders?
Well, I mean, I'm really excited to finally be doing a project where I feel like this is something that's more expressing what I want to be doing as a filmmaker. Something that's narratively interesting, something that has these historic ties, something that has kind of a twist to it, some kind of supernatural or otherworldly twist.
It keeps you engaged as an artist.
Yeah,
right.
I think that it's a really beautiful story, and I can't wait to tell it.
Well, that kind of naturally leads me into my next question, which I ask all of my beauty muses. Mm-hmm. Where are you finding your inspiration from then, and what do you think is beautiful?
I've always been drawn to the past and like historical dramas, period pieces, that kind of thing. I'm a huge fan of BBC.
Is it the storylines themselves, or is it all the visual beauty, like all of the costuming and the architecture, the nuances?
Mm-hmm. I think that it's definitely a bit of both. I love the look of old things. That's why Boston is my favorite city, because there's all these historical architecture around, and and the brick, and I don't know, there's something more visceral and kind of earthy about those older kind of things. So that to me is super beautiful, and
you get your inspiration from that.
Yeah, and I think that there's a lot more subtleties and nuance in more historical stories as well. I think that these days it's a lot of kind of in your face, like really obvious, really overt. And
there's a lot of subtext, and
I like the kind of subtler, slightly more British, I guess, kind of storytelling. So.
Yeah, I'm so excited. Thank you for having me on the project, by the way. I've had the joy of doing a little hair and makeup here on set. And so I want to thank our guest Nora today, and we'll see you next week on BeautyMuse on the Industry Insiders. Thank you.
Thank you so much.